Hey jumpers, what's going on? Today we're going to be looking at Microsoft Wednesdays today. And today I'd like to just kind of show you guys some things that we can kind of do. Now I'm not a huge fan of Microsoft, but if you guys want to know the background behind me starting this series, part of it has to do with the running joke that Microsoft likes to push updates on Wednesdays and do all kinds of maintenance stuff on Wednesdays. If people don't know that, then that's a little tidbit for you guys. Um, so yeah, anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you guys a few things today. And starting off about updates, I'm actually going to show you how to uninstall updates if you're really wanting to do that. Then yeah, let's go ahead and uninstall an update if we wanted to, right? So let's hit the Windows icon, or we can press on the search icon. For you, you might have like that little area here to type in. You can do that. I have that disabled though. I'm gonna go ahead and type in Control Panel, and I'm gonna go to Programs, and then I'm gonna go to Programs and Features, and I'm gonna go to View Installed Updates. And then once I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and say, all right, yep, there's a security update. I want to uninstall it. Right click, and it says, are you sure you want to install this update? Yes, I want to get rid of it. And it's going to go through the process of uninstalling that security update. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. And I am here still in the computer, and it's telling me to restart now. So just to keep in mind here, I'll write down this KB number at 503 and I'm going to go ahead and restart now. And I would highly suggest when you uninstall an update, reboot immediately so the update gets cleared out right and correctly. I've had issues with some clients who we need to uninstall an update when it breaks software on the system, that we would have to reboot immediately after uninstalling it. And let's say they were during business hours and they didn't have time to reboot at that time. Then yeah, I mean, it's always good to do it out of business hours if you're doing it for a client. Out of curiosity, if you're doing it for that, then just make sure it's out of business hours and get that all done with. Once this is done and uninstalled, I'm also going to show you some other things that you can do later as well. Alrighty, hey guys, I am back and I am typing in my password to get signed in. But it looks like that update uninstalled successfully. And the reboot went well and just took some time. Probably, maybe depending on your hardware, 5 or 10 minutes. I am virtualizing this Windows 10 machine here, so I'm going to go down into my Windows here, and I'm going to go ahead and search up Control Panel. I can type it right. Open that up. We're going to go over into Programs, and I'm going to go to Programs and Features, and I'm going to view that installed update. And would you look at that? That KB number changed. It's 502266361. Click on this one. I can't uninstall this one though. And you would see an uninstall button around right here. And I'm also right clicking. You can't see me right clicking, but right clicking would give that option. Now, something to also tell you here, this KB right here, that looks like that number is higher. I can uninstall this one, but I can't uninstall this one. This feature update probably is somehow tied to this security update. I might be wrong. Not really a Microsoft fanatic. All I know is that some people have issues with the security updates or feature updates. These are the feature well, this is the feature update, obviously, but these are the main baked-in updates that run those new features in Windows. Security updates typically have to do with back-end stuff. Regardless, if you want to uninstall an update, see how the options here, but if I click up here, it's not there anymore. Has to do with here, I'm right clicking and nothing's happening. Now, of course, there's always the option, to uninstall through command prompt or DISM, and I can show you that option as well. So hang tight 1 second. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to type in CMD. We're going to right click and run as administrator. Go ahead and accept that ACL prompt. Alrighty, guys. Hey, I'm back, so I apologize for that. If I type in WUSA/uninstall/KB : and then the KB number, which we can grab from over here. So let's say we want to uninstall this one, right? 502 2502. I think that's right. Yep, I got that right. So if I press enter and it says is required by a computer cannot be installed. So that update is required. But if I wanted to uninstall this one, let's try that, right? So WUSA, I did the up arrow key if you were curious how I pulled that up again so quickly. WUSA, uninstall KB, and let's change that number. And let's line that up here. 5020683. And yep, it says, do you want to uninstall the following Windows update? Yeah, let's do that. And now it's going to say uninstalling. Now, do I know, does the security update take time to uninstall? Yes, in my opinion, security updates always take longer to uninstall, in my opinion, no matter what the hardware. That's just what I've seen. But yeah, so you can do it that way. You can also run a dism command to uninstall package, which you can do by doing dism/online/get packages. If I can type packages, and then if I do like a kind of like a line here, it's next to your bracket, your curly brackets, these brackets right here. So that backslash, if you hold down shift and press on that, you'll get this line, and you can type in clip. Sorry, I'm really bad at describing things. So now, what that did is that just gave me, I'm going to go ahead and type in Notepad real quick. What this essentially gave me was a list of all the packages installed on this machine so far, right? Which is not that much over the years because, well, this is a fresh installed Windows on the virtual machine. So, but if I wanted to, like, let's say, for example, uninstall this package, I could just grab the package. And yeah, I can go over now and do the dism uninstall command and go from there essentially. And the command for that is dism/online/remove-package. Now, this might not work actually in here, but actually I'm going to continue to do it here. Package name. I do this typically in PowerShell. So there we go. I just pasted what I grabbed from the package identity. You want that to be after package name and colon. So right here, you want it to be after this. And then I just have the package identity. So yeah, here we go. We're going to try to uninstall this specific one, which is an update. Dism failed. No operation was performed. And I can check the dism log and see why. But I don't want to uninstall that, so it's fine. I'm just showing you that there's different ways to do this. You can run the KB version, which if it's required by the system, you can't just uninstall it. It's kind of like just Microsoft screwed you. So yeah, let's say we did uninstall everything successfully, right? Now we're down to, well, I've uninstalled it, but I don't want Microsoft updates anymore. Well, let me show you a trick. Actually, a better trick, in my opinion, than any other trick in the book, okay? So what I'm about to show you will work, okay? But it will break the system, but not break the system, if that makes sense. So if I go in here, Microsoft, I'm not sure what version they did it in the update. They added this medic service, and this medic service is a remediation and protection of Windows Update components. It will keep Microsoft Windows Update running. So if I stop this, and if I said, oh, I want to go to the properties of the service, by the way, I opened services, I apologize. And I went in and I said, oh, I'm going to disable this. What happens is if I reboot this system, it's going to go in and re-enable the service upon reboot. That's what the medic service does. It's a bit, well, the intelligent background service actually does that. I'm trying to remember exactly the name of it. I apologize. Background intelligence transfer service. This does it actually, I think. But regardless, the Windows Update service is what actually is the update component that updates Windows, right? Well, I'm going to show you a trick, okay? So let's say I'm going to go back to command prompt and I want to run as administrator and I'm going to run and again. Let's say that hypothetically we could delete the Windows Update service and you do not want to update your system anymore for some reason, okay? You can do SC space delete space WUAUSERV, which is the Windows Update service. Now that service has been successfully deleted. And if I go over here and I refresh, it is gone. And getting it back, I'll be honest with you, I've still been trying to research on how you can get it back. So before you do that, I apologize. I should have said this preface beforehand. You will not be able to get it back. That service, you would have to do a clean install and redo that. Maybe I haven't really tested this. Only actually test this, I will be back. Maybe there is a way I can use a restore point to do this. Let me just see if there's a restore point here. There's a restore point. 1-3 at 1:59 p.m., which was a little before this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a restore here. And I will be back shortly. So I want to cut to see if the restore brings back the Microsoft Update service. And if it does, then I would highly suggest creating a restore point before you do what I just showed you. So I'll be right back. Hello, everybody. As you can see, the system is very different than what it was before. We've kind of reverted to a certain point here, so I know what's going to happen here. So let me just type in create a restore point again here. That's how you do to get that open. And then if we go over to system restore, you're going to see here, okay, we can undo it and go back to that timestamp that we were at, before that. We can also look at the different restore points we have, which there's this one, which was when I installed Windows, which I messed up, and now I'm back at the beginning, which is why I have a lot of why my system looks different now. So I guess what I would suggest you doing is, because everybody's gonna have a lot of stuff on their system, create a backup, call it backup before uninstall Windows update. You don't have to call it something that long, but let's just say I do that, right? I create that restore point, right? I'm going to create this. I'm going to show you this is how it works. So once I create that restore point, while it's doing that, I'm going to go over here, go and open my services, get ready. Don't do it just yet, but wait till it finishes first. I'm just getting ready. I'll wait here until this is done. All right, now the restore point has been created. So I'm going to go ahead back and go to services, and then I'm going to go back to Windows Update. And see, there it is, right there. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I just like to disable it before I, delete it. You cannot delete the update medic service, by the way. And you can also you can disable it through the registry. I can show people how to do that if you want, but you cannot, I know one thing you cannot do, and you cannot change anything here, as far as I know. Or maybe you can through the registry, but regardless, you can make it to where it's disabled on reboot, but it doesn't matter if the update service doesn't exist, right? So if you want to permanently disable your Windows updates, do the following here and after you create that restore point, because create the restore point first so you can fix it. So now, SC delete, WUA, USERV. And now that is deleted, so if I go back and I go ahead and do a good old refresh, and you see the update service is gone now. So I'm going to go ahead and close all of that out. Be like, all right, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do a system restore. And let's do it appropriately this time. This is why it's not going to take as long as it did last time. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose a different restore point. I'm going to choose backup before Windows uninstall Windows Update. And I'm going to say finish. And I'm going to say yes. And then it's going to go ahead and start doing it. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and sign in here. And as you can see here, the system restore completed successfully. Your documents have not been affected. So my documents are still there, but system components should be fixed. Let's actually see if that's true. Now, I tried doing this with a client's system the other day, but unfortunately, the system has some corruption issues to the point where I couldn't create a system restore. So I'm looking into fixing that. So if you get some kind of error and having problems with creating system restores, do let me know down in the comments and I could research it for you. But as you can see here, the Windows Update service is back before I had done that. So I highly suggest creating a Windows restore point before you do that, but deleting the service is all you need to do if you want to disable Windows updates. People do all these different things where they will go into group policy, do all this, blah, 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 blah. If you just want to prevent your system from updating, just delete the update service. You don't have to ever worry about it. It is so much easier, but I highly suggest creating a restore point before you do that. Anyway, thanks for coming to today's video, and I'll see you guys in next Microsoft Wednesday. Thanks for having a good day. I'll see you guys in next Microsoft Wednesday. Thanks for being here. Have a good one. Goodbye.